I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
McNeely's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely...
These sneaky rats dared to disrespect Iron Mike himself.
I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
And now we will witness the public execution of the scoundrels who, with their filthy words and devious actions, incited Mike Tyson's wrath and paid the price. This is Boxing Space. Here we go. The first rat in Tyson's path was the most controversial figure of the golden era of boxing, the Polish fighter Andrew Golota. Golota booked himself a star on the Walk of Shame for his nastiness and for confusing boxing with billiards, knocking opponents in the balls.
Low blows, and down goes Bo again!
Yeah, that's it.
But when Iron Mike faced the Pole, the cocky rat turned into a frightened Mickey Mouse. The bell rang, and Tyson, taking on the role of exterminator, began the process of eliminating the particularly large rodent.
Over the left eye of Golota. Connecting with a devastating right. Tyson all over Golota. Rights to the head. There's another right hand. Golota's chin withstanding that, but how much more can he take? Tyson again.
Golota's pathetic defense couldn't help him, so in his usual manner, he switched to dirty boxing, resorting to wrestling techniques.
He might miss a few shots, but you can see there's some fear in his eye. He's felt the pain.
But Tyson didn't put up with such rat acts and sent the Pole's dirty ass to the canvas.
Oh! Down goes Andrew Golota. What a right! Straight right on the button. Golota down.
Same right ended up in that cut, Steve.
During the one-sided beating, Golota looked like a schoolboy desperate for the bell to save him from the teacher's punishment, and somehow he managed to escape. Afterwards, Golota got up and cowardly fled the ring, forever becoming a disgraceful stain on boxing.
It's over. He's done it again. Golota quits. After he quits at the end of 2 rounds. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
Iron Mike Tyson.
The second chapter of our story goes back to 1990, when at the forefront of the most fearsome heavyweight scalp collectors was Donovan Ruddock, better known as Razor.
Not using his legs at all.
But one day, the fearsome star of the ring showed his dark side. After the bell, he treacherously sent his opponent on a date with Morpheus.
What's going to happen? He hit him after the bell.
Next, with a sense of complete impunity, as he continued to climb the peak of the boxing Olympus, he arrogantly decided that he would easily dethrone Mike Tyson. And so, in 1991, the Titans of the ring clashed in a fierce battle.
Round 1 scheduled for 12.
From the very beginning, Razor shocked everyone, using his blades to tear into the legendary opponent.
Well, he'd thrown a big punch. He stumbled after the punch.
Left uppercut by Richard Steele, who has refereed 83 title fights.
Uppercut and then the right hand open. Oh, nice.
Here comes Razor Ruddock out of nowhere. A right.
Again.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. That stunned Tyson. Now Tyson says no. Hit me again. As the bell sounds.
But Iron Mike activated Berserk mode, unleashing his iron will and showering Ruddock with a barrage of punches.
Action on his own.
Stewart and Henry Tillman in his last deal, an associate minister lets them know. Doesn't seem to care. A hard body punch by
Integrity or his honesty.
Up here for withstanding this kind of barrage. Oh, what a right by midway through the 4th.
Tyson looking for that. Oh.
Down goes Ruddock.
Good shots. He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Ruddock. A left by Tyson, and down goes Ruddock.
What a counterpunch. You can question his integrity or his honesty.
A flurry.
In the end, Tyson brutally punished the scoundrel and took his soul, sending him from the boxing Olympus to the Tartarus.
Oh!
TKO, Mighty Mike Tyson.
In February 1989, a British showboater appeared on Tyson's horizon who could literally be called a dildo builder.
Coming from Bruno. And Big Jesse is looking a little unsteady on his pins. Oh my word, he's not...
Frank Bruno is a dumb jock who allowed himself to insult and humiliate Mike in public.
But I want to knock him out so good into Don King's lap and wipe him off the map because he's bad for boxing and his people are bad for boxing. I see myself knocking out Mike Tyson, spectacularly knocking him out. No way he's going to beat me. No way.
Tyson, filled with rage, eagerly awaited the day when his foot would finally set foot in Sin City, so he could personally beat every ounce of rat-like filth out of Bruno with his own hands.
Physique, 27 pounds heavier, almost 4 inches taller.
From the very beginning of the fight, Tyson decided to remind everyone of his title as the baddest man on the planet.
If he makes a mistake early, you can't fix it, Jim. That was never great to begin with.
A left hook by Tyson, but Bruno goes away. Tyson's people wanted to bob and roll, be less of a target attack.
And only after that did the dumb jock realize that he was face to face with a real predator who would tear his rat carcass apart right then and there.
But it was a nice effort.
And anytime, oh, here comes Tyson. Tyson with a combination. Oh, a left hook by Mike Tyson, flush on the face of Frank Bruno. Another left and a
So, the crafty scoundrel decided to resort to an unworthy tactic and turned the fight into a cuddle party.
Put any efforts toward punching if he's just worried about holding.
On Mike's side, he's not bobbing and weaving like he has.
Maybe the nerves and the jitters, he may be settling in.
Tyson looking to go back to work.
But this cocky man only added fuel to Mike's raging fire, and in the next moment, the enraged Tyson plunged the scoundrel's consciousness into darkness.
Bruno expected. He said he's not looking for the Tyson who fought McNeely and Mathis. There's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno into the ropes. And it is all over.
Thus, Mike made him humble forever.
Iron Mike Tyson.
In May 1986, Mike found himself in the crosshairs of Mitch Green, the real leader of the American gang.
Try to extort more money. His manager, Carl King.
He publicly threatened Mike Tyson, claiming he was ready to easily destroy the ring legend.
Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. My last name is Green. It's a sign, it's an omen. Michelle Cicely Tyson, you're mine.
Before the fight, Mike's gaze burned with a fierce desire to punish the scoundrel for his audacity.
Last fight that we showed you here on HBO, that between Larry Holmes and Michael.
As soon as the bell rang, Tyson immediately took control, leaving the arrogant fool no chance to survive.
So we'll see what he does about that against Mitch.
Reluctant to go full swing 10 rounds. I had the same experience when I fought my first 10 round in Baltimore.
And again, Mike Tyson bolting out of his corner right on top.
To Tyson, because Tyson's going straight ahead. He's coming straight ahead. The easier to tie a fighter up is to at least clear your head, or either to throw
his Festamata with his career period.
About the head.
Eager to fully punish the scumbag, Mike decided to slowly and painfully beat the crap out of him, turning the ring into a true torture chamber.
Can be learned in talking to some of the people he fought.
Look at here.
Just laughing at him.
Not getting any type of respect from Mike Tyson, mainly because he's not making a fist when he throws his punches.
Good left.
That was good.
Come on, let it go, say. And shot.
I mean, Tyson there, good uppercut.
Tyson had against Tillis. And what a shot. That is an awesome shot.
That was just a jab.
Thus, Mike brutally punished the gang leader.
Here again.
Oh, what a left hand. Another day in the classroom. Big left hand to end things.
Mike Tyson.
I didn't want to knock him out or anything. I wanted to put a lot of pressure on him and make him decide himself whether to give up or not. He wouldn't get knocked out. If he get hit on the chin, he can't see the punch, and he would say, "Oh, I didn't see the punch. I got knocked out."
But 2 years later, Mitch decided to arrange an unofficial rematch, which took place right on the street. The gang leader showed up to face Tyson, determined to answer for his words. But Tyson, with a single punch, added a splash of red to Green's face. It seemed the blow was so powerful that Green went from being a fearsome gangster to a church pastor.
God has healed me. He has brought me out. He has brought me over, and I look forward to my future.
Next, after his triumphant return from prison to the ring, the honor of welcoming Tyson fell to a particularly brash and cocky fighter, Peter McNeely, nicknamed Hurricane. Thinking that Iron Mike had rusted after his prison sentence, McNeely allowed himself to show blatant disrespect towards his opponent.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass. You'd have a big dump in your pants.
Tyson didn't engage in his opponent's dirty game. Instead, he let his fists do the talking.
Great deal on his movement the past few months, and here we go. And McNeely, as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely. Seconds into the first round.
McNeely, eager to live up to his nickname, rushed to destroy his opponent, but was immediately met with a dose of sedation from Tyson.
Seconds into the fight, McNeely on the canvas. Gone by. McNeely's already been down.
I'll tell you what, Steve. Nothing but...
McNeely was unable to counter Iron Mike and impacted him not like a hurricane, but more like a light, refreshing breeze.
Mills Lane had stopped that nonsense because they were starting to butt heads. Oh.
Tyson with an uppercut right up, and down goes McNeely again.
McNeely's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely stand.
In the end, the king of boxing quickly brought McNeely down from the heavens, turning him into a fallen angel and adding another scalp of a brazen victim to his highlight reel.
At first, it appeared as if McNeely...
The first obstacle on Mike Tyson's path to glory was the WBC champion named Trevor Berbick. Berbick had a notorious reputation as a dirty fighter, often resorting to underhanded tactics, such as hitting his opponents in the back of the head, showing no regard for their health. Moreover, he was known for sending Muhammad Ali into retirement, inflicting significant damage on the health of the greatest.
They're just above us. Berbick is pounding everything into level him. Always could take a punch, but now he's in trouble. Yep, he looks like he's in trouble.
Trevor Berbick.
Well, there you have it, Trevor Berbick.
These reasons were more than enough for 20-year-old Mike to mercilessly tear Berbick apart in the ring.
Easier said than done, but if he can, then he can be in the hunt.
It's no surprise that the fight was called Judgment Day, as from the very start, Mike began delivering retribution with his fists, punishing Berbick.
Big right hand. Tyson's punches even sound good. Trevor Berbick, we should point out, has been down twice. There's another big shot by Tyson. Berbick in a heap of trouble. Down he goes.
The punches are coming in such a succession that...
But Berbick, attempting to show that his opponent's punches were harmless, allowed himself to taunt the baddest man on the planet, effectively signing his own death sentence.
By Tyson. And a right behind it, and Berbick is rocked. In trouble here.
But in the end, Tyson mercilessly punished the impudent fool for all his sins, causing Berbick to lose his sense of direction in the ring and making Tyson the youngest champion in the history of the heavyweight division.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. It's over. That's all, and we see heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson.
In the fall of 1987, in a fight for the title of undisputed world champion, Mike Tyson decided to settle the score with an old nemesis, Tyrell Biggs, who had once robbed the young Tyson of his chance at Olympic gold. And so, 3 years later, the cocky Tyler was confident that he would once again take away his well-deserved world title, which is why he allowed himself to publicly humiliate Mike.
You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
As soon as the bell rang, the spectators were frozen in shock.
on the part of Tyrell Biggs.
For Tyson, the king of the ring found himself in the role of the victim, and the fight resembled a father spanking his son.
See, a good stepping jab is very effective. Whether or not Biggs can keep this up. That's the uppercut. Throw the jab like he's doing now, not to let Tyson set up.
With every passing second, Biggs' confidence grew, and he began to neglect his defense, playing recklessly with fate.
He's trying for the head. Now we see the jab again. And come with that right hand.
That was a quick little overhand right by...
But Tyson, unwilling to tolerate such disrespect, decided to drill some lessons in manners into his head, starting to teach him a harsh lesson in discipline.
Does the most damage.
There was a big right hand. Best punch of the fight.
That was the left hook, Barry. That was left hook.
That's what he said he was going to do. Huge left hand there by Tyson. And a combination by Tyson.
From Tyrell Biggs now. Start those uppercuts.
He took a big left hand there.
Oh, that
was a tremendous left hand.
And from there, Iron Mike relentlessly pummeled the arrogant upstart until he was sent to meet Morpheus.
This is it.
He is gone right now. He has no legs. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
And we're heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson!
The final stop in our story was July 1987. Carl Williams, eager to make a name for himself, confidently proclaimed that he was superior to Tyson in every aspect. However, he failed to acknowledge that 17-year-old Mike was just starting his ascent in boxing, while 23-year-old Carl already had 11 professional fights.
And the very next day, I came in the gym with a different attitude towards him. I went into the ring and I busted him up.
But just 6 years later, that young guy had already claimed the title of undisputed world champion. And so, in 1989, the time for retribution had arrived.
He'll rush straight across here, Tyson, that's a certainty.
From the very beginning, Carl tried to keep the beast at a distance.
Positive start from Williams, but I would feel the safer for him if he would back off and have a look at Tyson first.
But Tyson only needed one punch.
He hasn't done that tonight. I wonder if that's a change of plan with it.
Oh, what a left hook. Well, he certainly wasn't cold, Jim. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked cold in the first round. Is he going to count him out or let him go on?
And that's how Tyson got revenge on his offender.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Friends, today we've shared the list of madmen who dared to disrespect Mike Tyson and paid a heavy price for it. So, respect Mike Tyson. Boxing Space was with you. Thanks for watching.